What is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at XRP, which is performing quite well even though it's down 2% today. The entire market is seeing a bit of a dip. If we take a look at Bitcoin, it's down to $102,000. We do expect it to, if it's not able to hold this support level here at 102875, then it should come down to roughly 98 to 100,000 and find some support right here. It's previously done so on Sunday. However, it would be interesting to see whether we actually are able to hold above 100,000 for the first time properly. Now, XRP is performing really well, as we said. It's up 40% for us from our long trade. We entered a lot of long trades this week. Just to name a few, we had Solana, obviously XRP, HBAR, ETH, Polkadot, like so many long trades that we had. Most of them either hit their take profit or they've hit their stop losses in major take profit. However, the one or two we have left remaining is XRP, and yeah, just XRP. HBAR hit it yesterday, so yeah, XRP is the only trade we have running right now. And yeah, if you want to be getting those trades, then check out the Discord down below, because we've been on an insane run so far in 2025. The run we had in 2024 was even crazier. But yeah, again, with all of our trades, we send our analysis, why we're entering, where we're entering, and we keep you up to date exactly what we're doing with the position. So yeah, make sure you join up. It's like $20 a week or $60 a month. Yeah, I don't think you'll find any better value anywhere else. Now back to XRP. So exactly what I'm expecting on XRP, I think we'll probably come down to this gray box that we have, and that's where we have our stop loss set in the take profits. Our stop loss is set to $2.78, and you may be wondering why. Well, usually people set their stop losses so that a trade becomes invalid after it's hit. But if it's a stop loss and take profits, that usually means that I don't want to hold the trade for much longer. It's usually my runner's position. So yeah, that's why I'm sort of looking to close out at the stop loss. And the reason I don't just close out here at 40% profit is because the trade might continue to run. We've broken through this resistance level, and we have a lot of potential to run much higher, and I'd rather risk the 20% differential here than to miss the maybe 100-200% differential if we do decide to moon. So yeah, that's what I'm looking out for. And again, even if this trade does close right here and take profits, I won't mind, because we can then try and look for another entry somewhere around here. Maybe the market even continues to dump slightly more. Again, Bitcoin dominance is in a slightly difficult position. We need it to come down, but it's not yet coming down. So yeah, we're gonna have to watch out and see what that does this week. But overall, if we take a look at the weekly chart here on XRP, you'll see it's actually performing really well, and no signs of it slowing down just yet. But even if we get another one of these legs down, I think we need a much larger move up, actually, maybe to like even $3.80 before we get another move down, if we're just looking at the weekly here. But yeah, that's why I'm sort of not too eager to close out yet. But if it does come down and hits our stop loss and take profit, then that's completely fine. Other entries I'd be potentially looking for, as I mentioned, the gray zone looks quite good. Worst case scenario for XRP, it comes down to this white zone, or even our previous entry, and we can try and find a re-entry there. So there really is a lot of potential. It just depends how XRP will actually play out. Another thing we need to take a look at, though, is obviously Bitcoin, which should come down to $100,000. If it doesn't, then it needs to hold at least 102. Currently, it is obviously slightly weakened just post the inauguration, all that hype building up, all those buyers coming in. There's a slightly weaker sentiment just right now, but I think that'll be completely fine in a few weeks time, once everyone forgets the hype that happened last week and just overall this month, and we ease back into a sort of easy bull run. ETH is also not moving too well. It's just sort of consolidating here in no man's land, unless there's some sort of support level, which I've not found. But yeah, it's just sort of in no man's land right now, not at 3-4k and not at 3k, where either of the major supports are. And those are the two real main coins that sort of dictate altcoins. Of course, Bitcoin dominance as well, but if ETH is pumping, then it usually means altcoins are pumping. But if Bitcoin is pumping, then altcoins will sometimes not be pumping as much. XRP is usually an outlier, though. If we've talked about it before, if you were in the 2021 bull market, then you'll know how XRP moves quite differently. Obviously, that was with the lawsuit, so times were a bit different then. Whenever Bitcoin was sort of dumping, we'd get XRP, HBAR, Quant, those types of coins seeing these pumps. So it was a really weird time. You could have sort of hedged your trades a lot easier then, if you were able to pick up on those sort of patterns. But you can see how volatile it was. We'd get some news, we'd go to $2 nearly, and then we'd dump back down to 50 cents. We'd go back up to $1.40, we'd dumped back down to 30 cents, and then we consolidated for 2 years, you know, at like 50 cents. And I'll be honest, I thought XRP was dead. Even though I was holding a lot of coins, I really thought XRP was dead, but I just didn't want to sell. I'm not a fan of selling at break even or losses, so yeah, I just thought I'd hold on. And obviously now we saw a 6x, you know, from those lows, so it's really good to see. And obviously, you know, XRP now has a lot of potential with a crypto pro president. Also, I don't know if anyone saw, but the SEC got appointed a new task force for crypto, and also person in charge is very pro crypto. So yeah, the new acting chairman, Richard Gabbert, I believe, and Taylor Ashley are quite pro crypto. At least that's what I read. Some rumors maybe, but yeah, again, you know, if it's a pro crypto president, then it's going to be a pro crypto SEC, and especially the SEC task force that is assigned to crypto. So that's just more bullish sentiment, especially for XRP, because XRP is a sort of payment processor, if you will, you know, for global transactions and everything like that. And in order for that to actually work, there needs to be some regulatory compliance, you know, between the crypto and the government. So now that that's in place, I think XRP does definitely have the potential. It has the fundamentals. It had the fundamentals for years. It just didn't really have the compliance. Now that it does, I don't see any reason why it can't continue to moon. So yeah, that's pretty much my outlook on XRP. Other coins I'm going to be keeping an eye out for this week are going to be coins like AVAX. You know, we've not entered any positions yet. We are looking to though at this white box, but it's currently dumping, and obviously our positions aren't just limit entries on the daily chart. We go into lower time frame like the 1 hour, the 15-minute, and find potential entries like liquidity sweeps, fair value gaps. And the reason we do that is because if you just have you know, a singular line entry, for example, like you want to turn to here, you would have been essentially entered into the position without actually knowing the short term bias. And what that then means is your position is going to go into drawdown, you know, you're going to go into pain, and you're going to have to hold your capital in a loss. Whereas if you just go into a low time frame before you enter and you find, you know, the bias right now is clearly bearish, and there's no reason to enter along any reason right now. You know, there's no liquidity sweep unless this is a sweep, there's no fair value gap, there's no order block, there's nothing really demanding an entry point. For example, you know, here if we go onto the chart, you can see, where is this? If we take a look at, you know, this move right here and ignore what has happened since, we can see we came down into this support. Sentiment is still bullish. We're still in a longer term uptrend. This is a support level. There should be some sort of bounce. Then we go into a lower time frame, like the 15-minute. We come right here. We see, you know, multiple bounces. Here we see a liquidity sweep. We wouldn't be entering just yet off the liquidity sweep. We want to see, watch how the move reacts. We keep moving up. Here we get a fair value gap. Boom, here is our fair value gap. Then you want to enter off the fair value gap, so you place your long at 50%, 0% or 100% of the fair value gap fill. I usually do 50%. Then you set take profits. You know, maybe you do a lower time frame trade like here, or you can go into a higher time frame again. And okay, we can't even see that trade on a lower time frame, higher time frame, but yeah, then you go into a higher time frame, you find your take profit, whatever, and then essentially you set your stops and you let the trade ride it out. You know, here our entries got hit, rolled up. If you would have set your take profit to somewhere at these highs, you would have been hit. If you would have set your take profit at the previous highs, you would have been hit. Yeah, that's just how you sort of want to do it. That's how we do it. But again, we set our take profits on the daily rather than the, you know, 15-minute and lower time frame. So like here, for example, we'd set our take profit to $43.70 with a lower time frame entry. That gives us 23% profit rather than like 1, 2, 3%. And that's sort of how our trades get run. Now, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you need a place to buy, sell, or trade any sort of cryptocurrency for the lowest fees with the best sign-up rewards, then check out all the exchanges we're working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.